Hey YouTube, got another folding knife review for you. This is a Kershaw, as you can see. This is the S30V version of the Kershaw Blur. Check out the interesting thumb studs there. You can see they're basically angled off and textured, and it actually works well. It is an assisted opener. It has the Kershaw SpeedSafe opening system. Now the blade itself, you can see it has a light stone wash to the blade, slight recurve, nice full belly there, and then a drop point there with a swedge. Alright, and as I said, that is S30V. The price tag on this knife, I got it for $66. Usually goes, I've seen it go for about $10 more at a lot of places. Right, and it is an aluminum handle with these very grippy inserts there. They feel like Kraton or some other form of rubber. Open pillar construction. You can see lanyard hole right there, non-tube lanyard hole. All right. Pocket clip comes set up for right side tip down carry. Right, and it's adjustable for tip up. Alright, so it's a two-position pocket clip, and you see the pivot screw there, fairly large. Alright, and the opening, fairly easy opening. And now the interesting thing about this knife is if you're looking for a knife with S30V steel and you want you're on a budget, your choices are pretty much this Blur, or the Buck Pro Vantage is also S30V, goes for 50 or 60. And then there's the Spyderco Native, which is also S30V. Okay, so those are the three most budget-friendly knives that employ that steel. All right, and this is the blade length on this 3.5 inches, so it would be like medium everyday carry length. And overall, I mean, pretty happy with the knife for $66. See, it is a liner lock mechanism, texture on the liner there. Alright, now the grind on this, it is a shallow hollow grind, and you see the recurve there. You know, some people hate on recurves. You know, they don't like recurves because it's hard to sharpen. I don't know, I mean, I don't know what you would be doing that you would need to resharpen this all the time. I mean, it's a pretty hard steel, and a lot of the use of a knife is with the belly and the tip, so I don't know how they're dulling it so much that's a huge issue. But I mean, I've found plenty of use for recurve. It's very, I mean, it pretty much can cut. This is just regular paracord, and it can pretty much cut paracord pretty effortlessly. Hold on. Let's try four strands of paracord. Right. And I mean, that's one use of a recurve. I think you can think of a lot more. I mean, you fit it to the curve of something you're cutting, and then you draw the belly through. All right, so recurves have a lot of use, which is why, you know, every major knife manufacturer has several recurve models. All right, if you want to see this compared to a similar design, a recurve and full belly design with a drop point. This is the Boker M-type knife, you know, a Chadlos Banyos knife, right, design, and you see they're very similar in size and length, and this is known as a pretty good budget EDC knife, frame lock. All right, so this design, you know, it has a lot of function and utility, right? And you know, this is 440C, so this is you know, I like this steel a lot better. All right, and just to compare it to another Kershaw, again with a similar philosophy and the slight recurve into a full belly and a drop point tip. All right, this is the Kershaw Tirade. And the Tirade is bigger, wider, and heavier, okay, and a bit longer. But as you can see, again, The blade design, you know, that type of blade design crops up fairly regularly. There you go. And you know, Kershaw and their collaboration with Ken Onion obviously has been very successful. Alright, so the Kershaw Blur in S30V. You know, I do think if you're going to get one of the Kershaw Blurs, I do think you should get this model. I think it's, I just prefer that steel to the, I think they have one that's 440, some other steels, but I think this is one of the best blurs for the price, even though it is the most expensive blur, I do believe. I consider it mainly a mid-size, everyday carry kind of work utility knife. I don't consider it any sort of, I don't consider it a fighter. You know, it could do some damage, but I don't know, it doesn't really have many, features that I would consider tactical. I mean, it doesn't like have much of a guard or finger choil there, but it is ergonomic for work. So yeah, I'd recommend this if you're searching for a budget blade that is S30V. Right, I would recommend this, and I've already recommended the Buck Vantage in S30V, but you know, I have both of them and they're both pretty good. Yeah, overall, I mean, there was nothing, there was no blade play or anything like that on mine. I found no problems with fit and finish. It is as sharp as it seems it would be, and you know, nice deployment. There, I like that click. That's when it's really deployed. But overall, yeah, I do recommend this. For the price, you know, quite simply, be pretty hard to find anything cheaper than this that gives you as good a steel and as good just general sturdy yet lightweight construction. It is about 4 ounces, okay, so it's not overly heavy as well. I hope you found this knife review to be useful to you. Stay tuned for many more. I am out of here, dudes. Peace out.